The skies darkened abruptly one sunny afternoon, casting a strange shadow over the bustling city below. Sarah stood in her kitchen, brewing a pot of coffee while glancing out the window, a feeling of unease curling in her stomach. It wasn't just the weather that felt ominous. It was the sight of massive, triangular ships hovering above the skyline. Social media erupted in a frenzy as news reporters scrambled to cover the extraterrestrial phenomenon. "Mom, come see!" Jake shouted from the living room, his voice a mix of excitement and dread. Sarah rushed to his side, her heart pounding. On the screen, an imposing figure clad in armor, surrounded by warrior women with fierce expressions and intimidating weapons, stepped forward. The alien leader, an imposing woman with silver skin and fiery red eyes, raised her arm, sending a wave of laughter through the crowd gathered below. "Earthlings, we come to witness your pathetic technology and strength." The broadcast shook Sarah's resolve. Her sons, Alex and Jake, eyes wide, exchanged glances of uncertainty. After years of struggles, she had strived to raise them in a world filled with love and possibility. How could she let them face such an otherworldly challenge? "Mom, do you think they're friendly?" Jake asked, his young face pale. "Friendly or not, we need to be prepared," she replied, masking her own fear. Sarah felt responsible for her boys, fearing that her challenges as a single mother might pale in comparison to an alien threat. As the days turned into tense weeks, the aliens' visits became almost routine. They mocked Earth's advanced technologies, stomping through military bases, crushing armored vehicles with ease, while their laughter echoed over the murmuring crowds. Sarah's anxiety grew. She knew she had to do something to protect her sons, and instill in them the courage and tenacity that humans were known for. "Look at them, Mom," Alex remarked one evening as they ate dinner, his focus more on the television than on the food. "They say we can't win against them. They think we're weak." "People believe in what they see," Sarah responded, her voice steady. "But strength isn't only physical. It's our spirit, it's love and hope." With that, she made a silent vow. She would not let her sons feel that weight, that helplessness. They would learn to stand strong in the face of adversity, just like their ancestors had done throughout history. The morning light poured through their modest home, illuminating faded family photos and reminders of happy moments. The closer the family got to the festival date, the deeper Sarah felt the need to prepare herself and her sons for the uncertainties ahead. At a community town hall meeting, neighbors exchanged gossip and fear-fueled speculation on alien intentions. Some demanded immediate military action while others insisted on professing peace. Sarah listened intently, her heart racing with a sense of urgency to act against discouragement. After the meeting, Sarah said to Alex and Jake, who were visibly shaken, "It's time we focus on what we can control." It was in her tone. There was no room for doubt. They needed to channel that energy into something productive. That evening, Sarah laid out a plan. In the backyard, she gathered supplies for survival training, a makeshift course that included obstacle tasks some friends had suggested. Ropes, old exercise equipment, and her own martial arts experience would fuel their learning. "Okay, boys, today we train," she announced, weaving excitement into her voice. "What kind of training, Mom?" Jake asked excitedly. "Self-defense and survival tactics. If we're going to face them, we have to be ready." Hours turned into days of intense training. The three participated in rigorous drills, with Sarah teaching her sons how to harness their inner strength. They practiced not only combat techniques, but also strategies for thinking on their feet. Sarah's past experiences in martial arts, self-defense, and teamwork began to shine through in her guidance. On a particularly grueling night, Alex collapsed onto the grass, panting. "Why do we have to do this, Mom? What if they're too strong?" Sarah knelt beside him and put a comforting hand on his shoulder. "Strength isn't always measured by how hard we hit back. It's about how we stand up once we've been knocked down." Through sweat and determination, Sarah infused resilience within her boys. They were learning about family bonds forged in trials, about standing together in the face of fear, and not just surviving, but fighting back against the odds. By the time festival day approached, the boys had transformed not just physically, but in spirit. They exchanged nervous looks of shared responsibility, and Sarah felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. They would demonstrate that humanity had strength beyond earthbound power, something that no alien laughter could ever diminish. The townsfolk gathered in droves at the local park, buzzing with excitement and anticipation for the harvest festival. Laughter and festivity filled the air, but an undercurrent of anxiety rippled through the crowd as the great day approached, reminiscent of angry hornets swelling with energy just before a storm. In a makeshift tent decorated with colorful cloths, Sarah set up their booth, filled with homemade goods and local crafts. She took a moment to gaze across the park, observing her sons as they shared stories and hearty chuckles with their friends. But the shadow of the alien presence loomed larger by the day, and the glowing ships had become a cruel reminder of the disparity between Earthlings and their extraterrestrial visitors. As dusk fell and the festival reached its climax, a massive alien ship descended with a deep, rumbling roar. The crowd quieted, eyes wide with apprehension. From the ship, Zara and her cohort emerged, clad in elaborate battle-armored suits, their sharp features glistening in the festival lights. The alien leader's red eyes scanned the crowd with disdain. "Look at these pitiful beings," Zara sneered, amplified through the speakers. "Gathered to waste time while we exist on a cosmic stage of power and supremacy." Gasps echoed through the crowd, their spirits plummeting as whispers ricocheted around them like wildfires. Mockery transformed into terror. Alex and Jake stood frozen, eyes reflecting a mixture of disbelief and horror. "This is embarrassing," Jake muttered under his breath. "Why aren't they attacking?" "They're showing dominance. They want to humiliate us," Alex deepened, placing a reassuring hand on his brother's shoulder. Sarah watched as her sons visibly recoiled from the confrontation. As the aliens laughed at their mock rituals, displacing tables and demolishing decorations, Sarah felt a fire ignite within her, a need to protect her sons from the palpable fear festering amongst humans. She pulled them close, offering calm in the storm. "I won't let this stand," she declared, voice low but fierce. "We have strength deep within our spirit, boys. We will show them what Earth is made of." Amidst the devastation, her determined words fell short against the lingering doubts and insecurities that crept into the minds of the boys. The spectacle wore heavily on them, each laugh, each mockery, fueling uncertainties about their own value. That night, Alex lay awake on the floor of their shared bedroom. Like many nights, his thoughts spiraled, weaving scenarios of doom and despair. "What if we're nothing compared to them, Mom? What if we can't fight back?" he finally said. Sarah, sitting cross-legged beside him, sighed. "Strength isn't just having the upper hand, Alex. It's about heart, determination, and collaboration." Then she recited stories of bravery through history, whether it was the human spirit winning against odds or soldiers standing united. "And," she added softly, "strength resides in how we choose to react in moments like these." Her words seeped into the cracks of Alex's heart, slowly instilling a glimmer of hope amid the shadow surrounding him. With her encouragement, Alex felt something shift. Maybe they could face their fear and prove that humanity held more in its grasp than mere physical prowess. Days turned into a blur, each one marred by uncertainty and fear of the unknown. Despite Sarah's best efforts to bolster her son's spirits, she felt the weight of the alien warriors pressing down upon them. News continued to pour in of their menacing behavior, and interpersonal relationships began to fray under the stress as neighbors argued over what to do. Another encounter was rumored to be imminent, fueling tension in Sarah's household. She made her boys sit down at the dinner table, her hands hanging over their plates as if physically grounding them. "Boys, we need a plan," she said, glancing back and forth between Alex and Jake. "They are coming, and we need to be ready. There's strength and strategy and knowledge. Let's prepare ourselves." Jake, usually upbeat, dropped his fork, frustration spilling over. "What can we do, Mom? We're just people. They have weapons and armor." "Exactly," Sarah replied, her voice steady. "They underestimate us, thinking we're weaker. Let's show them we can outsmart them." Recognizing that their raw strength wouldn't suffice against the aliens' superior firepower, Sarah had them brainstorm ideas. They sketched makeshift plans, using household items as potential traps. Ropes, garbage cans, and old fireworks became part of their envisioned tactics. Weeks of preparation took a toll, and Alex often found himself awakening in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat. The fear of the impending invasion loomed consistently in their thoughts. One afternoon at a local shopping center, they happened to run into Zara and her party of warrior women once again. This time, it was a bitter encounter. While Zara flipped through the aisles, she laughed at how the humans carried themselves. "See? They waste time in frivolity," Zara scoffed brutally loud, catching the attention of the nearby shoppers. "Mom, they're right here mocking us," Alex whispered to Sarah, his anger brewing. "What can we do?" "Keep calm," she whispered back, feeling desperate not to let fear override their mission. "Keep your heads up, we'll use this." Inspired by her words, and with their eyes locked on Zara, Alex felt empowered. What if they could gather intel? Mimicking the strength of their townsfolk, who soon became aware of the confrontation, they worked together to regain a semblance of control. "Do you think you can ever hope to stand a chance?" Zara taunted at the crowd, raising her weapon in defiance. "Strength isn't just in weapons," Alex shouted back without thinking. "You underestimate us." Zara's eyes flashed with intrigue at the challenge, momentarily silencing her laughter. Intruded by an unexpected shift in tension, Sarah nudged her sons to stay calm. "Remember your training," Sarah murmured, urging them to stay strong. "Knowledge is power." That evening, they gathered at home, excitement and determination coursing through them. Sarah realized that they had begun to transcend the fear. Whatever the aliens expected of them, it was about time they angled the conversation differently. The thought echoed pleasantly in Sarah's mind as she tucked the boys into bed. They were nervous, yes, but united in spirit, they'd show the aliens that Earthlings had more to fight for than dignities lost under alien ridicule. The long-awaited Harvest Festival dawned, draping the streets in a vibrant tapestry of colors, joy, and energy. As Sarah and her sons arrived at the park, laughter and music resonated around them, creating an eruption of enthusiasm that momentarily dulled the fears lurking in their hearts. The festival was alive with excitement. Kids darted between booths, vendors called out, and families gathered to celebrate the season. In this enchanting chaos, Sarah spotted their booth filled with homemade goods, laughter mixing aromas of pumpkin spice and grilled hot dogs. The family had worked hard to create decorations, a mix of human and alien themes, using what they could. But off to the side, lingering in the shadows, Zara and her cadre of warriors observed the festivities, amused, yet slightly intrigued. "Why waste time on such folly?" Zara pronounced loudly, capturing the attention of everyone present. "Prepare yourselves to become familiar with oppression from a superior race." A hush fell over the crowd as eyes flickered towards the alien women, sparking fear once again. Sarah's heart raced as she felt the anxiety swell within the festival, threatening to extinguish the joy that filled the air just moments prior. "This is it," she whispered to Alex and Jake, her eyes fierce with determination. "It's our moment to act." The plan they devised led them to create clever distractions using props and humor. With calculated precision, the boys engaged the crowd while Sarah stealthily placed traps using ropes and balloons filled with glitter. If the aliens intended to ridicule Earth, they'd use their excitement precisely against them. As the alien warriors continued to taunt humans, the boys launched their plan. Alex distracted Zara with a bold, playful comment, making her momentarily underestimate what was happening. "Why don't we challenge your arrogance with a taste of our Earth humor?" he yelled, trying to keep the light spirit alive. With moments of hilarious skits and exaggerated antics, residents responded, laughing and cheering, joining in on the jest. Humiliated and irritated, the aliens were momentarily thrown off guard, as more humans rallied together, holding their ground against the mockery. However, Zara's patience quickly waned. She raised her weapon. "Enough of this games. You waste your time with trivialities." At that moment, sparks ignited. The two boys had set off fireworks, adding to the growing chaos, bouncing off the energy enveloping the festival while they operated their traps. The explosions erupted into an unexpected display that dazzled the senses. "Now!" Sarah shouted, coordinating their actions. Flares and colors burst into view as both boys utilized their fortification of barriers. For a moment, a united front emerged against the aliens. As alarms blared, Zara raged forward, fully confronting Sarah. Alex and Jake sprang into action, confidently engaging their plan. Together, they helped the frightened community organize defenses. "This is our time," Sarah declared, infusing energy into everyone as they rallied together against the invaders. The ensuing clash was chaotic, a montage of fierce determination, laughter, and creative ingenuity. Sarah's heart swelled with pride as she witnessed Alex and Jake gain confidence with every punch, every laugh bringing them closer as they fought back. With teamwork and humor, humanity showcased resilience against ridicule. The festival transformed into a battleground where spirit triumphed over fear. The alien warriors began to falter, doubt creeping in through their disciplined facade. As the festival's chaos unfolded, Sarah recognized that this was no longer about just her sons. It had become a celebration of humanity's strength. The crowd became united, a testament to the deep-rooted resilience that coursed through Earth's veins. The festival escalated into full-blown chaos, colors and noise blending as humans fought back against the alien invasion. The energy of laughter now mingled with shouts of defiance, a juxtaposition of joy and resilience intertwining with fear. Zara, emboldened by rage, surged forward, her weapon swinging dangerously. With each clash, Alex and Jake instinctively coordinated. Alex grabbed a makeshift shield made of wood while Jake swung a rope trap, executing their plan with precision. "Watch the flanks," Jake shouted as they ducked behind a vendor's booth, working together in the heat of the moment. He maneuvered to untangle a rope, securing it in place. Against the surreal existence of alien warriors, they displayed resourcefulness that Sarah couldn't help but admire. Sarah, knee-deep in the fray, redirected energy into leading other townsfolk in organized defenses. "Channel the energy, use what we have," she urged, her voice rising above the commotion. More individuals joined them, gaining courage and rallying against the incoming surge of alien warriors. Laughter transformed into shouts of unity, children and adults teaming up to protect their homes. Sarah could hardly believe the strength of human spirit surrounding her, pulsing in rhythm with one shared goal. Zara thrived amidst the chaos. "Fools," she bellowed, "you waste your lives fighting against what you do not understand." But the words meant nothing now. Sarah and her boys, amid torrents of laughter and ringed lights, navigated the battlefield with confidence and purpose, dodging attacks while empowering one another. The crowd worked together, bartering their surroundings against the technical gleam of alien weaponry. In moments of disbelief, around Sarah lay camaraderie. Children within arms reached for one another, families bracing to protect their homes, transcending their doubts. During a powerful moment as the dust settled, face-to-face confrontation unfolded between Sarah and Zara. The air crackled, the tension climactic. "Why do you resist? You're all destined to crumble under our might," Zara snarled, her combat stance poised. "Because we're not defined by our size or strength alone," Sarah shouted, maintaining composure. "We stand because of what we believe. Our resolve is stronger than any weapon." A fiery spark ignited within her words, a fresh burst of encouragement that electrified the crowd. Murmurs of agreement rippled as even Alex and Jake felt a pull, galvanizing their spirit. "Fight for your home! Fight for your families!" Zara seethed, her tone wavering as unease seeped into her composure. Meanwhile, Jake sprang into action, darting around their makeshift settlement. He caught Zara's attention, performing acrobatics while dodging attacks, eliciting a sense of surprise. "Come and get me," he shouted, embodying the spirit of defiance. The flickering lamps illuminated his youthful face, emboldened by newfound courage. As enthusiasm circled through the festival, the energy surged. Striking back against Zara's control over the crowd, more community members united. Laughter and shouts melded into a harmonious war cry. The alien warriors, lulled uncertainly by unpredictability, faltered under the weight of humanity's resilience. "Salvage your dignity, Earthlings. You resist for mere moments," Zara growled, though a slight flicker of doubt clouded her confidence. The ground shook as the conflict reached its peak. The alien warriors sensed their grip slipping. In this ultimate clash of wills, humans banded together, transforming their collective fear into a powerful wave of unity. No longer mere symbols, they were collective fighters armed with courage, ready to confront their beliefs head-on. And as Sarah and her sons fought, arming together with their community, a thought ricocheted in Sarah's heart. Perhaps, in this moment of vulnerability, Zara would witness the heart behind humanity's strength. The chaotic battlefield began to simmer as the tide turned in favor of the Earthlings. Zara found herself caught in a whirlwind of astonishment. The unity of humans surprised her. Their fearless resistance marked a drastic change in expectation. "Stay together," Sarah called, her voice cutting through the noise. She guided the community members with unwavering determination. In this moment, she became a leader, embodying the resilience of the very people who stood beside her. "Why do you fight? Are you truly fighting to preserve your lives?" Zara's voice trembled, her bravado faltering as moments of doubt surfaced. "We fight not just for ourselves, but for our families, for what we believe in," Sarah shouted, emotions swelling around her. As the dust settled, there was a significant shift. Humans began to gather, standing tall and brave against the alien warriors. Zara, for the first time, regarded them with more than just contempt. Her eyes narrowed, softened, reflecting a hard-won respect. Amidst the chaos, Alex and Jake felt emboldened, running confidently toward Zara, who had thrown down her weapon. "Let's talk," Alex said breathlessly, feeling a newfound sense of agency. "You think we're weak, but we can be strong together." The alien warriors shifted their stance. Hesitation rippled through them. Zara stared into the boy's eyes, weighing her options. The barriers of misunderstanding began to crack. The essence of respect started to settle in. "Remarkable," Zara uttered softly. "Even in the face of extinction, you draw strength. I never believed such spirit existed." Sarah seized the opportunity, her heart racing as she stepped closer. "We're not just facing extinction, but an opportunity for cooperation," she urged passionately. "We can learn from one another. Strength lies within unity, not domination." A sudden hush fell upon the battlefield, alien warriors frozen in thought. The glimmer of recognition flickered across Zara's face. She regarded Sarah with reverence. Perhaps humanity had more depth than what she had anticipated. It wasn't just about brute strength, it was about heart. Realizing this was not a battle for survival, it became a turning point, a shared life where species could coexist. The audience, both human and extraterrestrial, breathed in the moment as a consensus began to surface. Zara nodded slightly, an acknowledgement lingering in the air. The tension melted, transforming from hostility to hope. "We could explore worlds beyond our own," Sarah guided. "The universe has enough space for us both." As conversation stirred among both parties, hearts began to open, and respect crystallized in an unexpected alliance that heralded a new beginning. The aftermath of the festival was surreal. The vibrant lights dimmed, and shadows lingered where moments of fear had transformed into triumph. Humans and aliens began to interact, exchanging ideas for cooperative dialogue, and plans emerged to bridge their worlds. Sarah felt a profound change within her heart, a bittersweet echo of pride ringing in her ears. Alex and Jake buzzed with excitement and curiosity, embodying the lessons of resilience they had learned. Their journey had shaped them into something greater than they'd ever imagined. Weeks passed as folks from both Earth and the alien race initiated projects aimed at education, sharing histories, and technological prowess. Community bonds strengthened as they initiated collaborative harvests, mixing earthly traditions with alien customs, culminating in a colorful tapestry of unity. Sarah and her sons took a central role in these initiatives, becoming ambassadors of friendship. On warm evenings, the park buzzed with laughter as Earthlings and alien warrior women shared stories, igniting a flame of hope in both their hearts. "Mom, look at us. We did this," Jake beamed, pointing to groups gathering, sharing knowledge about the stars. The boys worked alongside new friends from another world, expanding their perspective and altering their futures. "The universe is vast, my sons, and there's so much to learn from one another," Sarah affirmed as they stood united, watching the spectacle unfold before them. On the eve of their determined collaboration, space alliances formed. Their focus shifted toward cooperation, understanding, and innovation. Across dense cities and serene landscapes, echoes of laughter swirled distinctly. Aliens mingled among Earthlings, fostering community, change, and possibility. In a touching moment when the last visitor departed, Sarah gathered her sons under a night sky dotted with stars. "Together we can reshape our futures," she murmured, feeling the palpable connection woven through shared dreams, humanity standing together, reaching beyond their differences. "Courage got us here," Alex replied, determination lining his voice. "And we, humans and aliens both, can build a future together." They embraced, surrounded by shimmering lights above, embracing possibility where unity thrived. In the merging of their worlds, Sarah visualized paths leading towards new adventures, an uncharted galaxy of friendship waiting to be explored. As they continued their mutual journey, guided by hearts filled with dreams and laughter, the bonds between Earth and the alien warrior women were destined to grow. A sparkling tapestry of tales awaited, woven together by shared resilience and hope.